Hello everyone, in this video we find out how to give our base plate depth, and we also use the view cube and the work plane together to navigate our design more effectively. And also we use the group and ungroup commands to develop our complex object from the component object. Now the first is using the view cube. The view cube is a standard interface tool used in all the Autodesk application. The view cube gives a full 360-degree view. It gives you the ability to view your design from many different angles, like that. To use the view cube, simply hover over it and which face, corner or edge you want to view your design. You can also click and hold the left mouse button on the view cube to move it around. And if you get lost, just click the home icon on the left side of the screen to get back the normal view, like that. Working on different faces. As you develop your nameplate design, you need to work on different faces and so need to alter or change your work plane to a face on the nameplate base plate. For that is ensure that you have a full view of the base plate on the screen. Use the zoom tool to do this. Okay. The second is click on the work plane button at the top right hand menu. This. Or you can also type W on the keyboard to start the work plane command. Then using the work plane command, hover over the top of the face of the nameplate. When it's highlighted, click on the top face, like that. A yellowish grid appears here to distinguish it from the default work plane. Your work plane is now on the top face of the base plate. So the next is choosing a shape for the indent. You can place a Tinkercad shape to help you create the indent in the base plate. To create the indent accurately and effectively, then first of all you make sure that you are in the top view of the design, like that. The second is drag and drop the box hole shape. This is the box hole shape. Drag and drop the box hole shape to roughly the center of the work plane, like that. Okay, this is the view, the box hole shape in the place on the top of the work plane, which is set to the top of the face of the base plate. Okay, now click the click on a free space somewhere to deselect shapes. Now checking object position using the grid. With the box hole shape selected, you can now size it and then place it accurately using the grid on the work plane. Make sure you must select a shape. Okay. So use the shape window to size the box hole shape. For the length, it's 70 millimeter, width is 190 and the height is minimum 10. Press enter. If the box position itself not good, use the grid to place it accurately, like that. Box hole shape selected. Drag it so that the top left corner is placed toward the top left corner of the base plate. If you zoom it, it is easier to view. Like that. Like that. Like that. You want to ensure that the bottom grips of the box hole shape are aligned with the top of the base plate. Okay. Remember, you utilize your mouse wheel. Rolling up and down allows you to zoom in and zoom out on your Tinkercad design screen. Okay. This is the actual positioning of the box hole shape on the base plate. So this is the this is the position of box hole shape accurately positioned in the top left corner of the base plate. The next is picking a face to work. So hole shape needs to be set to the correct depth so that it's flush to the top face of the base plate and cuts the indent in the base plate to the correct depth also. For this, you need to pick up either the left or right face of the base plate as a face to work with. Okay. For your clarity, we use the right view on the view cube. Okay. So after you are okay with it, with the view, you are ready to make the box hole shape to do its work. So this is a typical where you can work with the right side of the base plate effectively. Setting the depth. You need to get the depth of the indent in your base plate right. Base plate right. Okay. You can use right view to alter the depth means height of the box hole shape. For this, you select the box hole shape. Yeah. Select the box hole shape. You see a little arrow in the center. Either up or down, it doesn't matter. The second is hover over the arrowhead like that, and when it goes red, click and drag it vertically down using your mouse like that. You see the direction and depth values go negative on your Tinkercad screen. Make sure that metric values both read -5. This is both read -5. Okay. Appropriate values. Click once to set them at those value. Okay. Okay. So the box hole shape cut into the base plate. Base plate is solid. So we here set the depth of the box hole shape. For grouping and ungrouping. The next is grouping and ungrouping. Grouping and ungrouping in Tinkercad is a repetitive task that you do often in order to build complex shapes from the component basic shapes in Tinkercad. To make the indent effective, you need to group both the solid base plate with the box hole shape indent. The box hole shape then cuts the indent out of the base plate. For that, you need to be in a preset view of your design using the view cube. Make sure you have no object selected. For that, click on a free space and select the top front right corner of the view cube like that. Top, front and right corner like that. So this is the top front right isometric view of the base plate in the Tinkercad design screen. Now to group both the solid base plate with the box hole shape indent, to select both base plate solid and the box hole shape by clicking in a free space near them and cro- dragging a crossing window over both shapes like that. See, the shape window displays shape 2 and the group icon is active in the right toolbar. The group icon becomes active only when more than one shape is selected in the Tinkercad design screen. So the next is group the two shapes together. You can click the group icon or use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+G. You now see your indent appear in the base plate, where the box hole shape has cut the indent from the base plate solid. Click away from the indent base plate to deselect it and to see the full details of the indent created. See. This is the base plate with its new indent. If you want to ever ungroup your indent from the basic base plate solid object, simply select the indent base plate and use the ungroup command R. You can also use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+Shift+D like that. Ungroup. For group, please select this both solid object and whole box hole shape and group it like that. So you now have your indent all set. Now it's beginning to look like a nameplate, right? So we create a base plate of the nameplate in this video. Thank you for watching the video. See you soon in the next video. Thank you.